Yo, what's up guys? This is Astranox and I'm back with another epic 7 video. And I'm gonna do my daily summon followed by more summons on the Diane banner. If I don't get any hero that I never reviewed before. So let's start with this. I think the 5-star that I really want is Haste. Oh my god, no way. What is it gonna be? Come on, come on. Oh, no. Still good, but there's so many better ones. Oh, Mage. I can't really complain. It's a free daily summon, right? 25% chance to decrease skill cooldown by an additional turn at the beginning of the turn. So that's really good actually, but I mean, I'm gonna have to use a mage now. I'm gonna have to get a mage in my group. So this thing, like, this is what I got so far: 2 time matter and 1 Etika scepter, both for mage, right? But this for killing bosses is definitely better than time matter. I mean, might have to go back to Carmen Rose again, because I mean she's very strong. Alright, so between 25% chance to decrease skill cooldown by an additional turn at the beginning of the turn, between 25 and 50%. So let's say about halfway. So yeah, it's quite good. 37.5% chance. This is actually skill cooldown on all the skills. This is just like, it's not for only one skill, it's for all your skills. It's kind of huge. Good. And the stat allocation on that thing is mostly health. Yeah. Good stuff. Alright, moving back on to the summoning. Let's go on Diane's banner. Not expecting much. Oh. Do I really want to review this hero though? No, I'm not gonna review. Right there. It's a he, by the way. It's not a she, it's a he. Attacks with the spirit power with a 25% chance to decrease speed for 2 turns. I mean, decrease speed for 2 turns is actually good. And like debuff for 2 turn on skill 1, it goes up to, actually wait, no, this is different. No, it still goes up to 50%. It's just decreased defense is 35% to start with, and then it goes up to 50%. Okay, this thing recover the allies' health with water energy. Amount recovered is proportional to the attack. Yeah, scales with attack. 2 turn cooldown is good. Soul burn 10 souls, increase the amount recovered. But it's a single target heal really. 2 turn. Enhancing does not lower the thing, because I mean if it was 1 turn it could be used on every turn. Recover health of all allies and cast a barrier for 2 turn with spirit power. Amount recovered and barrier strength is proportional to the caster's attack. Now, I mean, yeah, barrier on all go down to 3 turn, but this thing, it's like it needs something else, right? But that's only a 3-star, and he comes with the when you start the game, so you get him for free. I guess it's good when you start. Alright, let's get back to the summoning. I'm not gonna end this thing on this summon. No way. Yes, Daydream Joker, OP. So this you put on support characters and it will deal damage to the enemy based on their max HP. Very strong, very strong. This is the second one I get. I can limit break the other one with this one. This is really good. Oh, 4-star artifact. Oh my god, HowTo. This is very good. Increase the caster's combat readiness by 15% when using a skill that does not attack enemies. So this doesn't work with Diane. It doesn't fully work with Diane. So between 15% and 30%. And yeah, it has to be a skill that doesn't deal damage to the enemy. So like healing, whatever really that doesn't involve attacking the enemy. And it's good. It's actually really good. It's just that Diane has a similar thing on her skill. Wait, no. Why wouldn't it work? Someone said that doesn't work. It doesn't work probably on the third skill because she already gets 50% combat readiness, and maybe those effects don't stack. But why would it not work with skill 2? It probably works with skill 2 and 3, and I just got misinformation. Let us know in the comment section if you know the exact answer to that. Star artifact, Egg of Delusion. Not much to say about Egg of Delusion. You can put it on a character with a good defense, good base defense, and it works unless you go below 50% HP. So it's gonna be between 10% and 20% increase in defense. Artifact, 3-star. Sword of the Morning, I've got that. Attack and speed increase between maybe 10 and 20% when health is less than 50%. You could put this on a farmer that has the lifesteal set, so you can just go quicker and deal more damage when you're below 50%, when you're in trouble. Artifact, 3-star. Mighty Yaksha. Attack and defense increase 5% when health is more than 50%. So this will be useful on your turn 1 and well, if you go first, if you're not below 50%, but this has better usage. It probably goes up to 10% attack and defense. Oh no. Equipment inventory. Okay, let's go through this real quick without deleting actual good items. It's just because jewelry, I don't do all. I might just lose some jewelry and it could be bad. Not gonna do it on a chest. Actually, that is plenty of space. Unless I'm very unlucky. Three-star. Hero, Pearlhorizon. Wow, that took forever to get this hero. Let's review Pearlhorizon. Claws the enemy with a 35% chance to decrease hit chance for 2 turns. Goes up to 50% chance. Yeah, this 5%, 10%, yeah, 50% chance decreased hit chance for 2 turns. Hypnosis, attack all enemies. Wait, no, all enemies have a 35% chance to be put to sleep for 1 turn. 5 turn cooldown. Whoa. That's a huge cooldown skill, and it's not 100% chance because that would be too good. So Pearl Horizon is an Earth Mage, 3-star. That is dispatch mission intelligence type, 6% better rewards, and this thing goes down to 4 turns. The effect though goes up to 50% chance. Depending on her speed, we'll see that when we get to it. Attacks the enemy and stuns them. Oh wait, attacks everyone. Stuns them for 1 turn. When the enemy is sleeping, extra damage is dealt. Oh wait, extra damage is dealt equivalent to 20% of max health. What? So as soon as you hit the enemy that's sleeping, when the enemy's extra damage is dealt equivalent to 20%. Do they need to be stunned and sleep both at the same time? No, this is an attack. So if you land asleep, this will stun them and also deal 20% of their max HP in damage. So this will not work against a boss because the boss is gonna be stunned or sleep. But yeah, 20% is huge, and we'll see what her speed is like. But this goes down to a 3-turn cooldown. A bunch of damage increase 40%, and to 30% here on skill 1. Alright, let's take a look at Pearl Horizon. So I'm gonna talk about skill and soul burn, which I kind of did already. Stat analysis, skill up, skill enhancement priorities, skill enhancement materials, awakening materials and stats, memory imprint, best items, sets and substats, best artifacts, where does this hero shine, potential team compositions, PvP question mark, and yeah, let's get on with it. So Earth, 3-star. Stat preview. Start with 5-star. For a mage, it's decent for 5-star actually. Okay, this is defense. She's like the Earth version of Carmen Rose, something like that. High defense. Health is low, but still, when you take the defense into consideration with the health, good survival. Speed is good, 112 as well. Now from awakening you will get 6% effectiveness and 9% effectiveness, 9% effect resistance. Good stats. The attack is on the low side, but it looks like she's a CC'er, a crowd controller. Now let's look at the awakening real quick. First, no wait, that's not first. First, effect resistance 3%, flat stats, effectiveness 3%. This makes it so it goes from 10% damage dealt is equivalent to 10% of max health, and then it goes up to 20%. That's the only change. Yes. And for speed 4, that is good. Definitely get the 4th. 5th, effect resistance, and you need blazing rage. Okay. And the last, effectiveness 6%, and you need horn of desire. Let's let me check the memory imprint now. Sort this by acquired. There she is. Lock her Flat attack. Okay, it's not speed or something amazing, but yeah, 24 attack. Now, let's look at skill enhancement. What kind of materials does she need? She needs shiny enchantment. And you want to go... If you use her in PvP, she's got good speed, right? So you could go speed hit, and that would be quite annoying. If you can land the sleep, that's so good. She's so good for PvP. She would be very, very annoying. I mean, you'd open up... You would open up with this thing. I know you lose the... It's not 10%, it's 20% of their max health, but... Like, you're gonna focus down the threat, the biggest threat, or... Yeah. So you open with this thing, because it's gonna stun them if you don't get resisted, of course. Right now, it's an ice meta. You could use her in arena defense. Get her very quick. You could have Tierra in there. If you go before the enemy, you're good. Like, she's gonna probably open up with her... Well, hopefully she opens up with her skill 3 and stuns most of them or all of them, and then she can even sleep. Hopefully she... Like, if she opens with this, lands some sleep, right? And then she does this, it will awaken them, but it will deal 20% of their max health and damage. It will awaken them, but it will also stun them, so it's fine, it's fine. As long as she doesn't, like, use this thing. I think the AI is smart enough to go either 2 or 3 here, so... Quite good, quite good. But if she goes 2, it's a chance. This is much better if she goes with Nightmare. Increased damage dealt for 10 souls. So yeah, let's... you'd go for... yeah, -1 turn cooldown on this thing. Because this is a stun, it's more reliable than sleep. And also, yeah, you kind of want higher chance here if you want to. Depends what you're gonna use her for. If for the Abyss, she could be... Well, she could actually be quite useful on the waves before the boss, right? Even on the wave of the boss, you could control the ads. This, if you're fast enough, bring this down to 3 turn cooldown with some skill enhancement, and just this goes on to 4. So between this and high speed, you could have the enemy locked down for maybe 50% of the time, but this is only a 50% chance to land though. So no, this is gonna actually be 3 turn cooldown if you're fast enough. Wait, you use this artifact which I just got, and you could, because you're right, the Abyss, you can just RNG it. If you have bad luck, you can just restart it. And yeah, you hope for this thing to proc. That would be so annoying. You hope for this thing to... I'm gonna have to build her, I think. And I pull Etika's Scepter. Kinda have to at this point. I wouldn't get her to 6-star. She'd be just a crowd controller. Should be helpful in Abyss, really. Because, like, there's so many bosses with, like, ads before you have to take them down. You could go with a more offensive team. If you can control the ads, you should be fine, really, unless it's a mechanic like like mushroom that suicide themselves and like kill your, like, one-shot your damage there or whatever. Anyways, going back to the skill enhancement real quick, there is... Okay, so you get -1 turn here, so that's 3 Mulagora. That is 6 Mulagora. It's fine, it's fine. And it's already 100% chance to land. Yeah, this skill, priority is this one. And yeah, I mean, decrease for 2 turns. If you really like Pearl Horizon, you could go and yeah, go and enhance this to 50% chance. But she's not gonna be used for bosses really. But at least she's got this that she can land. And you're not gonna sleep, so you're not gonna do the 10 to or 20% max health and damage, so yeah. And you're gonna build her super quick, so she's not gonna have attack, crit damage and all that stuff. But you could do it. It's just if you put her on arena defense or use her as a controller, you don't want her to be super squishy and just get one shot. So yeah. But you could. Abyss you can just try. But she might take a hit in AoE from a boss and you want to keep on controlling the ads or something like that. Just single target the boss. Anyways, moving on here. Best artifact. Well, kinda the one I got, it has to be like if you're you just want to control monsters, want to control players in an arena, this is gonna be extremely annoying. Yep. And checking the other ones, this you have to kill an enemy, so that wouldn't work. You want to control at the start of the battle really early on, and you just stun, sleep or stun, like whatever she uses first on the AI, and yeah, just keep on doing that. This barrier survival, help you with survival. You could use it, and this. Okay, you could also use this. The sleep though, it doesn't attack. Well, you could have more chances to stun on skill 1. Or wait, if it fails, if the skill 3 failed to stun, if it gets resisted, you could potentially stun them with this thing. So that's a good contender. But I think Ethica's Scepter is best in slot really. Let's look at this real quick here. You could put you could have this thing actually. Yeah, you can wear this in PvP. This is only going to be on offense, not on defense, because they don't use your souls. But on offense, if you want to control and single target, like whoever doesn't get CC'd, something like that, could use this to have your whichever skill you want to use the soul burn effect with. Yeah, it's gonna work for the first hit, or if she lands her skill 1, but she's not gonna be really used for damage increase. If the enemy is debuffed, damage dealt increased by up to 30%. So this would only work for yourself and not for the rest of your team, because it doesn't specify. But if I'm wrong, you can let me know if you've done some testing, if you know the answer. But I think this is a self thing, and it's only 4 stars, so it has to be self. Random debuff for 1 turn when attacking. You could have used this, but imagine you land bleed or poison, and then like it's gonna. Well, it doesn't really matter, because the stun, you can still do damage to a stun target. But if it's sleeping, is it sleep for 1 turn? I'm gonna have to go and check that out. This is yeah, if you don't have anything better really, but I would probably go with this. Just like she gets hit by an AoE in PvP or whatever, chance to reduce cooldown. Use a prophetic candlestick. If you want to avoid missing, getting resisted, use this. If you have her as a support and want to deal more damage on the boss and the abyss, let's say, or you really want to be able to control. Oh wait, you can use her on Banshee to control the ads, right? Well, it's gonna be better if you manual. She's earth, so that's perfect. Like the boss is ice, the ads are ice, earth, and light. So she could be used there if you want to manual your runs and you're like doing some high stage one, like 9 or 10, floor 9 or 10. Definitely viable, and I'm sure there's probably some challenge boss where you could control the ads with her. A good crowd controller is very useful, and she seems to be good. Best one I saw so far, anyways. And if you want some survival, I guess, barrier, some healing, offensive. I don't think you're gonna go offensive with her, but she could have good multiplier. I'd be surprised though, because her it's like damage based on target's max HP. So yeah, you could use 2 crowd controllers and kind of kill the enemy with her skill 3 that is based on max HP. That could be one way to do it. Alright, so moving on here, you could use this if you want more speed. You attack on, you build up your speed with this. Now, let's move on to, okay, best item sets and substats. You'd go with speed on her, speed and hit for sure. Yeah, speed and effectiveness. Let me go back. So, speed effectiveness for substats, more speed. And you'd like survival stats, really. This is where's she at there? Yeah, so she already has good defense too. So percentage defense is gonna be more. Is gonna be well, it doesn't matter really. Just get speed priority number 1 if you want to control the enemy as much as possible. And then you'd like effectiveness, that's priority number 2. And then priority number 3 is just survival, so health and defense percentage, of course. And then if you want a bit more survival, just go with effect resistance. Now if you want to have her built offensively, but her skill 2 will not attack, I could be wrong, but the skill is called Hypnosis, and the skill enhancement doesn't have damage increase, and it clearly states it doesn't say anything about damage. So it's only this and this. 2 souls built. Yeah, and sleep says the target falls asleep and cannot use skills. Effect is dispelled if attacked. So yeah, cannot use skills. This is a skill. This is a skill. Like, it's not only 2 and 3, it's gonna be like any skill. So yeah. Now, so yeah, you could have effect resistance if you want more survival. If you want her built offensively for some reason, you could have her not like crazy speed. Go and build her, I guess, attack crit. Yeah, if you want just a bit more damage for like Abyss to push you and be able to clear the floor, and you're just missing a bit of damage, and you're gonna just like keep on attempting until you land the stun and sleep and push through, you could go attack set and crit set, or destruction crit, and for substats go crit damage. While speed, you'd go more often, and you could be more offensive too. And attack, and yeah. So where does this hero shine? I'd say that if you manual, you could use her on Banshee if you really want to control the ads, but the best really would be arena defense. She'd be super annoying, like super annoying. If they don't have a debuff immunity, that is, or even if they do, if you are able to go before the enemy. And let's say you bring her with Tiaria, you have Pearlhorizon, and then you'd have someone that attacks buff and speed. Let's say you got Yuna in there, right? And then your fourth would be a damage dealer, a single target damage dealer. It could be an AoE damage dealer as well, but the single target damage dealer will most likely be able to take out one target at least on the first turn if you go first. So that's like 4 versus 3. Real quick, and it could change the tide of the battle. So yeah, Tiaria, Pearlhorizon, you could have Elson. It's just you're gonna have attack and defense buff, give you some time. You're gonna be more, you're gonna have better survival, but you're not gonna have the speed buff. So you could have well, some hero with speed buff. Yuna would work, but she's an offensive. Actually, Yuna would not work because she's gonna just every attack she does AoE, and then if she sleeps, it's gonna just wake up the targets. So yeah, you cannot. That Yuna would not work on arena defense. Yeah, Elson's a good guy. No, his skill 2 AoEs. That's the thing. You don't want heroes that AoE. Tiara doesn't AoE, but realistically, like, you should have, if you're using Tiara, she's gonna attack Earth first because she counters Earth, so Pearl Horizon will attack all or single target attack. Hopefully the AI is smart enough to not break sleep. Let us know if you know the answer. If everyone's sleeping, let's say 3 out of 4 are sleeping, will she attack the one that's not sleeping? Let us know in the comment section. And yeah, if using Tiara, you want to be using fire heroes, so they're attacking Earth, like they're focusing the same target that Tiara put defense down on, which is unfortunate in this game. Like, they don't focus, like the AI doesn't focus target that have defense down if they don't have elemental advantage against it, unless it's like light and dark. So you could go Lorena for your damage dealer. She's free. Elson, he's gonna break your sleep with skill 2 with the healing, but he's gonna go with the buff first. So turn 1, like if she goes with the stun, he's gonna follow with the sleep, and then Elson's probably gonna just break it, so that wouldn't work too well. So yeah, I mean, off the top of my head, who brings attack buff that single target attacks and doesn't have any AoE? You've got, well, there is a healer, Hazel, but I'm not gonna really bring Hazel. That wouldn't work, no. You could just not go with any attack buff, really. But, yeah. At least she lands the stun, though. That's the thing. She lands the stun, and then skill 2. Maybe Elson doesn't use the heal. He's most likely gonna use attack and defense, and then he's gonna be slower than her, so she's gonna go sleep, and then boom, he's gonna drop the AoE healing, and there you go, you lose your sleep on the target. So yeah, food for thought. Just if you build your team, try to avoid AoEs and use single target damage dealers. And yeah, you could use a bunch of some supports and just one single target damage dealer. You don't even need attack buff. You could have defense buff on the team, or like no buff. I mean, you could have speed buff. You could use Jetch. He's free. Just speed buff, some healing. That's a possibility. What's Lot's skills again? Yeah, that one I know. Yeah, this is really good. Decrease attack. Could use loss, but combat readiness boosting. Could use this Tina, just stalling and have a damage dealer. If you want same element as Pearl Horizon, you could go Sid to counter the heavy ice meta. Anyways, yeah, so in PvE, if you're manualing the battle, you could use Elson, right? You don't have to use skill 2 healing if you don't want to wake up the targets, but just use it when you start with the stun. You can use the healing if your Elson's faster than your Pearl Horizon. That could be a way to build it. Even on arena defense, you could have Elson faster. Oh, sorry, I actually did a review. If you want attack buff and defense down, I mean, not the best hero, but you've got Helga. Increase attack. So yeah, Helga, single target attack, defense down. Yep. And yeah, so I talked about PvP, and I feel like she's got potential, really. I mean, you wouldn't use her in Wyvern because she gets countered, but Golem, if you want to control the first wave, really. I don't know about the ads with the Golem, though, if they have immunity or immune debuff. I mean, they're immune to debuffs. Beside that, you've got challenges. You could, yeah, could be used in challenges, could be used in Labyrinth to control. Really, like, you just open up with stun, the enemy cannot do anything. You don't even need to bring a healer. I don't even need to bring a healer for Labyrinth because my team's so quick. But you could control the monsters with just stun all the time, stun sleep. And not require a healer unless you hit the boss stage. And for the Abyss, I'm sure she can be very useful on many stages. If you don't land the sleep or you resist on the stun, just like leave and come back, you don't lose a ticket. And I guess that's it. There's gonna be events and all that, but you cannot sleep or stun bosses, so yeah, remember that. Or yeah, like events, challenges like Kiki Red, you could control. I mean, there's gonna be a bunch of challenges and events in the future, and yeah, remember her, good crowd controller. And I might build her because I got that 5-star artifact. I can't believe I got that. That's really good. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm Astranox. Like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out for now.